If you're constantly bloated, your first instinct may be to blame food, whether it's gluten, dairy, sugar, beans, or some other type of food. More often than not, the real culprit is not a food sensitivity and it's not a complex gut condition. It's something far more simple and easier to fix. So stick around. By the end of this video, you'll learn what's possibly causing your bloating and how to fix it. Hi, I'm Benny. I'm an Ayurvedic practitioner and a functional fitness trainer. I am here to share about Ayurveda and wellness. So let's dive in. So bloating is one of the top concerns clients mention during a consultation. Most would have already cut out certain foods like dairy, gluten, sugar, some of the very common ones. But the bloating remains, it persists. And that's when I know we're not dealing with a food sensitivity. We're dealing with daily habits. Habits that are so normal that one would not even think that they could be the problem. Before I talk more about bloating, I want to introduce you to the Ayurvedic concept of Vata. In Ayurveda, there are three fundamental energies that govern how your body and mind function. These energies are known as doshas. Vata is the energy of space and movement that's behind anything that flows in the body. Vata controls movement of food through your digestive tract, breathing and the movement of air in and out of your lungs, signals through your nervous system, blood and fluid circulation, flow of elimination and menstruation, and the movement of ideas in your mind. In the body, Vata shows up as air and space. In fact, the body relies on both for proper digestion. Oxygen fuels the muscles of the gastrointestinal tract to push food along, while the internal spaces within the stomach and intestines give food the room it needs to break down and release its nutrients. So the presence of air in the digestive tract is normal. It's necessary. It's the accumulation of air or trapped air that causes discomfort and bloating. So how do we avoid bloating? Well, according to Ayurveda, there are a few simple ways on how to do this. And this is where people are often surprised because the culprits are habits that we've normalized. Skipping meals and eating at irregular times. Your body has an internal clock, a natural rhythm that your digestion depends on. Now, when we eat at different times or if we skip meals, we disrupt this rhythm. Going long stretches without eating slows down digestion and allows more time for gas to build up. If you're prone to bloating, skipping meals is the quickest way to aggravate Vata, meaning increase bloating. When you skip meals, you're taking away the grounding and stabilizing effect of food and instead increasing the air in your system. The result? More gas, more bloating, more discomfort. That is why Ayurveda places such a strong emphasis on eating at regular times every day. A regular eating schedule helps regulate digestion and supports a calmer and more efficient digestive system. Habit number 2, eating or drinking too quickly. So imagine this. You've skipped a meal or you haven't eaten in a few hours. And you finally sit down to your meal. You're hungry. What do? You inhale your meal. You eat quickly, you barely chew, and you swallow. Same thing when you're drinking something when you're really thirsty. You might reach for a glass of water, a bottle of water, something, and you gulp it. What you might not realize is that in the process of doing this, you're also swallowing air. And there's actually a term for this, aerophagia, which literally means eating or swallowing air. The result? A stomach full of air, bloating, and discomfort. So the next time you're eating or drinking, think of slowing down, and maybe you can consider doing a few of these things. Putting away distractions like your phone or your computer, avoid eating while driving or working, chew each bite thoroughly, take smaller bites, and you can even maybe give yourself 15 to 20 minutes to finish your meal instead of rushing through it. Habit number 3, undereating. Undereating can be just as disruptive as overeating. When your body's not getting enough food, digestion slows down to conserve energy, elimination gets sluggish, and bloating creeps in. If you already have a tendency for bloating, you may experience this if you tend to graze or snack throughout the day instead of having well-balanced or well-planned meals. So sometimes eating just a little bit more can help avoid bloating. Another overlooked habit that ties in with undereating is chewing gum. It gets your digestive juices going, thinking that food is coming. But when there's no food to break down, there's just an accumulation of gases and a lot of bloating again. So as I mentioned earlier, some bloating is normal. But if you find yourself experiencing discomfort regularly and you can relate to any of the points that I discussed, then maybe you can consider making a few adjustments to see if that helps. You can start off by asking yourself, am I eating regularly? Am I eating too quickly? And am I not eating enough? If this video helped you understand why you're experiencing bloating, or if you connected with any of the points I made earlier, please leave a comment below. And if you're interested in learning more about Ayurveda, please subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.